the sole reason of being like, yo, tell me if you're going to shoot up the school.
Yeah, and there was an actual threat, and people did not even show up to school.
Yeah.
There's actually 2 of them, weren't there?
There were cops at the school. It was like a big deal.
Yeah, it was fun. It wasn't fun.
It was not fun at all.
But I wasn't at school that day just because... Where was I? I was at some school event. I was out of town, but I was just like, I wasn't there, so, I wasn't stressing.
Moral of the story, listeners, be friends with the weird kids.
Yeah, they need it the most.
If
they don't need it the most, you will.
Because like if you see a kid just sitting alone at lunch, just hit them up one day and be like, hey, you know what? You got some nice kicks, and like they're wearing sandals or something. Just make the best of it.
I've talked to a lot of people that I bring up. I have a podcast. I don't brag about having a podcast like to everyone I meet, but sometimes I'll mention it, and they'll usually be like, "Oh, I'm about to start a podcast with my boyfriend or my girlfriend or my bud from college," and they never do.
Okay, here's the main thing: never start a podcast with your friends.
Yeah, me and D-Dub hate each other.
Like if you start a podcast strictly like, oh man, we talk a lot. We talk about stupid shit all the time.
You're literally saying this to 2 people who started podcasts because they were friends.
No, they weren't friends at the beginning. Shut up. So here's the thing.
Yeah, we weren't friends.
If you just have like a long going friendship and like oh man, I have like a group chat full of people who are like, oh man, we're so funny together, guys. We should start a podcast. And that's probably how Bitchcast started for Zach. But
that's how Showcast and Bitchcast started.
Yeah, I forgot about Bitchcast.
Don't remember Bitchcast.
It's so aimless.
It's a long going meme that was Chillcast forever. But long story short, having a bunch of people try to be funny at once is not funny. Don't do that.
Then there's like a bunch of inside jokes that nobody else gets.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. You gotta make sure everything you're saying is
good. And then it gets gossipy.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. A lot of people just start talking like it's just you two and there's not an audience.
Yeah.
See, you guys don't. You guys are like kind of shooting the shit, but like with like a schedule base of like the document thing that you guys are talking about. So you guys know what not to trend towards. Of like, well, I'm sure you guys don't have conversations like, yeah, like my friend Tony was saying, like, or like stuff like that. Unless you have been doing that, then never mind.
No, not on the podcast.
Oh, okay.
And if it's something like that, we'll explain, everything, because I don't want it to be like those things where like it sounds like it. I don't want it to be a thing where it sounds like you're listening to someone's phone call.
Yeah, always give context.
And it might be hard because you guys are like really personal friends and are probably in each other's personal lives a lot already.
Yeah.
And so that might be a lot of stuff you talk about.
Yeah.
Bada boom. So what's the time frame we got for this podcast?
I feel like we can just wrap it up now.
Wrap it up now. Damn, you just kicking us out. All right, understandable. This is your first hour-long episode, I'm assuming. So let's go ahead and do the outros. Do it, Danny.
We don't exactly have an outro.
It's just kind of like
Yeah. Hey, yeah. We don't have one. We don't have like a music outro yet. But
I was thinking, like, normally people wrap it up, but I don't want to be one of those people that's like, go follow my Insta, my Twitter, my
Yeah, I don't like plugging
it. We don't even do that.
We put all our plug stuff in the description because people are curious sometimes.
Mm-hmm. I don't want to be one of those podcasters without a face. Nobody knows I'm outside of the podcast, but I also don't want to like seem like here for the clout.
Yeah, I understand what you say. You got to find a median between that.
Yeah. Our last few podcasts have been ending with like kisses and fucking rikus.
I think the point of us ending our podcast is we do it really poorly and awfully.
That's the gimmick though.
Yeah. Like we have a good intro.
Yeah, I love y'all's intro.
And even before the song, we had like an intro where it was just like, "Hello, everybody, welcome to." Yeah.
I've never been good at conclusions.
Me neither. It's always just like, well, that's just gonna wrap it up.
That's about it.
Honestly, you should just end the podcast with her saying, "I've never been good at conclusions."
Just right there.
And then a song plays.
Yeah. right, guys. This has been Conversations from a Couch.
A couch.
That's it.
That's it. Well,
That's it.
goodbye.
Bye.
I've never been good at conclusions.